Hi, David again with my Week 11 webcam presentation. This week I'm responding to Deborah Fitzgerald's presentation on Sylvia's poems and the questions she gave on those. First of all, I'd just like to open up by saying sorry if there's road noise or background noise. My internet went out, so I have to film it outside. Your presentation was great. I didn't think it was too long. Thorough. It's impressive. You did a really good job, Deborah. So, the first question Deborah asked was on Morningstar, and how does the speaker feel about motherhood? I thought that the speaker seemed while she was engaged with the child and the child seemed to really be the center of her attention, I thought that she seemed kind of outside of herself, and I think that the speaker thinks that simply showing up doesn't make you a good parent, and being a good mother is earned. Sort of like the statement, "One cry and I stumble for bed." It was kind of like her dedication, how she was becoming a good mother. And the second question was on this Lady Lazarus, who is the speaker's enemy, death or men. I think that she wasn't afraid of death, but she was afraid of dying of men, from the fact that she would die before she could ever even exact the revenge that she wanted. This was a very rash woman, full of hatred. Like the statement, "Out of the ash, I rise with my red hair, and I eat men like air." Uh, I was kind of catching the Phoenix vibe. I'm kind of a nerd, so maybe like that's something to do with being born again. How she would just be reincarnated into other women that would fight for what they believed. Um, the third one we were asked to consider was Daddy, and it was, what do you see from the feminist movement? Are women confined? I think at this point, yeah, women were very much so confined, and that the theme of the story was kind of like confinement towards being owned, because hang on, sorry, I'm getting my notes mixed up. She was so much confined by this man that she felt that she had to attack his character even after he was dead, so that she could bring him back to life to tear him back down. The next one we were asked to consider was Blackberry, and the question was, is knowing the details of Sylvia's life important for understanding her poem? In the poem, she kind of transferred from freedom to happiness to captivity and depression, and in the story that wouldn't really mean much except for the fact that it sort of happened to the character. But if you knew about Sylvia's past, you would know that that's kind of like the life she lived with two abusive men in her life, with her father, and then she is kind of finally free, and then she married her husband, another abusive man. Well, alright, once again, Deborah, you did a fantastic job on your presentation, and this concludes my presentation for Week 11.